by Avo Technology.
A man drove his car to the top of the mountain, lifted the curtain, and rows of automatic machine guns instantly activated. People below the mountain realized something was wrong, but before they could react, a dense barrage of artillery rained down like drops of rain.
Rajamanna!
7 years ago, Deva arrived at a small mountain village on the Indian border with his mother. He found a job as a miner while his mother taught the local children to read and write. Despite the mystery surrounding their background, the villagers easily accepted them, thanks to Deva's towering and formidable presence combined with his angelic kindness. He always faced requests with a smile, choosing to compromise. Even the children considered him their best friend. However, the beautiful Shreya thought of him as useless guy. One morning at the market, a group of thugs surrounded Shreya with malicious intent, wanting to take her away for a better life. In a crucial moment, Deva stepped forward to stop them. However, the thugs, aware of his reputation as a do-gooder, not only did not back down, but provocatively extended their hands. Deva struggled to contain his anger because he had promised his mother never to reveal his true identity. The thugs mistook his restraint for cowardice, and even Shreya looked at him in disbelief. Suddenly, a police car passed by, and the thugs scattered. Disappointed, Shreya turned away, not wanting to deal with what she considered a timid person. Only when Deva let go of the steel pipe did a clear handprint appear. Shreya, who had been living a carefree life in the big city, received a call from her father 3 days ago, instructing her to flee immediately because their identities were exposed, and a mysterious organization was hunting their family. Shreya, confused but obedient, followed her father's instructions. Just as she left the train station, the organization's members discovered her whereabouts. Unaware of the situation, Shreya was taken aback when her taxi was stopped on the street, and armed men surrounded her. In front of a crowd, one of the men shot the taxi driver in the head and effortlessly threw Shreya into the back seat. The entire process happened seamlessly, leaving even bystanders on the street puzzled about what had just occurred. The convoy quickly left the city and reached the outskirts, completely unaware. Suddenly, one of the drivers made a sharp turn into a side road, catching the leader off guard. Realizing something was wrong, he urgently instructed his subordinates to turn around. Shreya, now rescued, still trembled with fear until the man who saved her explained that he was an old friend of her father. This reassured her, and to avoid detection by the mysterious organization, Bilal decided to take her to a small town near the mine. In all of India, only one person could ensure her safety, and that person was Deva. However, after just 3 days in the town, Shreya regretted her decision. Deva, though imposing, seemed reluctant to confront even a few thugs. How could she rely on him for protection? Shreya contemplated seeking help from the police, unaware that the mysterious organization had nationwide surveillance. They had labeled her as a fugitive murderer, sharing the information with embassies and police stations. Bus stations, airports, ports, and borders were filled with the organization's informants. The moment Deva exposed himself, he would instantly fall into the hands of the criminals. In this terrifying web of pursuit, even the local thugs received bounty messages. Upon seeing the girl's photo, they immediately informed the local crime boss, and they set off for the mine. Meanwhile, Shreya reluctantly handed a lunchbox to Deva, wearing an expression of reluctance. Little did she know that as soon as Deva turned away, the thugs suddenly surrounded him and began taking pictures. Shreya pleaded for help, but everyone in the vicinity, under the threat of the criminal organization, dared not intervene. In her moment of despair, Deva's mother arrived at the mine. Although unaware of the situation, witnessing a group of men bullying a girl compelled her to step forward. The thugs, thoroughly agitated, ordered their men to deal with the old woman. As two gleaming machetes were drawn, the miners retreated several steps in fear, and the children on the roof closed their eyes in terror. Deva's fists clenched tighter and tighter, a bloodthirsty impulse about to burst forth. It wasn't until his mother spoke that a surge of killing intent erupted.
Deva! Veelu agali! Kavalante chetuletti mokko!
Surya, witnessing the dazzling display of strength, couldn't believe her eyes. However, just as Deva was thoroughly enjoying the fight, the photos taken by the thugs had already reached the mysterious organization. As the photos were enlarged, the man behind the girl was revealed, the Dark Lord they had been searching for over the past 7 years. Just as the woman ascended the election platform, her subordinate urgently handed her a phone. This seemingly domineering woman was, in fact, just a maid. The confidence she exuded stemmed from the powerful organization behind her. In the northwest of India, there is a place called Kansal, the centralized hub of the country's highest authority, controlling the political and economic lifelines of the entire nation. Kansal also possesses the most formidable military force. A towering wall isolates Kansal from the outside world, keeping curious eyes at bay. From then on, Kansal became the most mysterious place in India. People knew of its terror, but had never seen the true face behind it. Several trucks were preparing to leave the port, but before they could get far, they were surrounded by numerous police cars. The drivers were nervous, but the escorts were sleeping soundly. Meanwhile, the rear compartment was forcefully opened, and upon seeing its contents, everyone took 3 steps back in fear. The totemic emblem on the box marked it as the seal of the mysterious organization. The police officer panicked, loudly ordering his subordinates to release the convoy. Not only that, but he immediately informed his superiors to clear all checkpoints. Even the governor, upon hearing about the incident, was terrified and issued a ruthless execution order. Enraged, the woman issued an execution order, furious that not only did she fail to capture the desired woman, but over 10 of her henchmen were either dead or maimed. It was the first time someone dared to challenge her authority, sparking instant fury. Consequently, she dispatched the organization's top assassin, who happened to be the convoy's escort. Following the orders, the convoy turned around and headed towards the small town in a formidable procession. Meanwhile, Deva bid farewell to his uncle and Shreya, preparing to find a new hiding place. The atmosphere inside the car was tense, with the mother and son harboring deep-seated grievances. To avoid implicating others, they had no choice but to leave the small town. However, as soon as they departed, the assassin's convoy stormed into the town. Uncle, well aware of the adversary's dreadfulness, could only surrender helplessly and was then hooded and thrown into the rear compartment. Simultaneously, Surya also received the terrifying stamp on her, and the convoy headed towards a nearby military base. As they ascended the mountaintop, the mother observed everything. Recognizing the armed personnel's identity, The mother and son had been evading the same mysterious organization. After a painful internal struggle, a final decision was made. Shreya helped the uncle remove the hood and inquired about the meaning of the tattoo on his arm. Unexpectedly, as soon as the uncle saw the stamp, his expression tensed. He hastily removed the cloth covering the box, confirming his suspicions. The rhythmic mechanical clatter echoed as numerous automatic machine guns assembled on the mountaintop. Then, several streams of fire wildly spewed, ruthlessly harvesting countless lives. Until Deva made a dazzling entrance, the enemies couldn't believe that their opponent was just one person. The top assassin raised a sniper rifle, preparing to deliver a fatal blow to Deva. Suddenly, the straps on his arm fell off, revealing the terrifying tattoo. The assassin was shocked beyond words, and others stood frozen on the spot. The tattoo was an exact match with the horrifying stamp. In this world, only one person dared to do such a thing, the creator of the stamp, the Dark Lord Deva from Kansal.
Salaar